Good morning, welcome back to the Fish Locker. Any of you who have interacted with the YouTube channel or with the Facebook page knows that I'm always open to ideas. I'll always ask to see if anybody wants to know anything, learn anything, anyone's got any questions or ideas, get in touch with me. Someone has just got in touch with me and sent me this. Now it's like Christmas morning. What the guy said to me, Rob, if you're watching, was he said, I'm going to send you something with a challenge to catch. I don't know if you can see this reel. It's literally that big. And the challenge that he sent to me was, he just said, as many and as big as possible, the biggest fish possible. Now, without actually seeing this reel, it said to me, he says, I'll be surprised if you catch any more than like a little pollock. And quite confidently I said, right, well, I'll set myself a target of £5. The line that's, actually, let's have a look at this. I don't know if you can see on the side there. This appears to be the drag system. Click. Off. No. There doesn't seem to be, oh, it's quiet. Oh, there isn't. There doesn't seem to be a drag system on it. That's off. And that's on, all right, okay. So I guess all we'll have to do is we'll just have to backwind when there's a fish. All right, that's fine. And this line, with its diameter, I reckon it's going to be between 6 and 10 pounds. Tell you what, I'll take a little stretch off and I'll test it in the garage. Okay, with this, yeah, that's not going to be a problem. We'll see what we can do, Rob. But the reel seat, I guess I'm going to have to find, without having, just quickly spitballing it, man, without it having a drag system, and I'll just have to backwind, I think I'll have to set this up with the soft rod so that it'll take quite a lot of give out on the rod rather than on the line and the reel. Because the spool's so small, I'm going to have to stick with, yeah, probably 6 to 8 pound line just to be able to get more than 50 yards on it. As there's no way of disengaging, I don't think casting is going to be an option. I could probably fly cast with it. I'm going to use it on the boat. I think that's what I'm going to do. What I'll do is I'll add a leader to it, and then we'll give it a go. But yeah, the challenge I've set for myself is £5 or more. We'll see what we can do. I've tested that little stretch of line in there in the garage by tying a couple of loops and fastening it to something and just pulling gradually with a set of scales, and it broke anywhere between £5 and £7. So I'm going to call it 6 to £7 line on there. It doesn't seem bad, but I'm going to go with like a £12 leader. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie a quick leader onto there. Just using a real standard, and all it is, it's a uni to uni. So all you do is you just pass both lines one on top of the other, and with the thicker line, tie like a 3-turn uni knot. Like that, over the top of your main line, and with the main line, the smaller diameter line, tie like a 6-turn uni knot. Whatever it is the thinner diameter, you tie more loops. 6. Now look, and all you do is you just tighten them and slide them down to each other. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put about 10 foot a leader on. Anyway, that's a pretty strong leader knot. Take my tag ends down. That'll do. I'll just stretch out. I had a look around in the garage to see if I could find a rod that I thought was going to be suitable. Like I say, because the reel hasn't really got a drag system on it, I'm going to need something soft and yet not too big. I was reckoning 6 or 7 foot, and all I could find that I had was actually a little carp rod. Now, this is only a very cheap £2 test curve, 8 foot, 2-piece carp rod. Now, I actually picked it up second hand off somebody, and it's the only one I could find that fits the criteria that reel seat will actually fit. So there we go. What could go wrong? £6 mainline, £12 fluoro leader, £2 test curve carp rod. See what we can do. Oh, that was close. Just fishing, if you can see, a little tiny drop shot weight with a little soft plastic. There you go, Rob. A little ballon wrasse. Now, bearing in mind I'm fishing in 100 feet of water, I've just matched it with like a little, I think this is a £2 test carp rod. And I put a little Wessex rig on with some little scraps of mackerel. I took it out the other day and I caught a little ballon wrasse on it. The reason why I've had to match it with such a soft rod is because there's next to no drag system on the reel. There you go, Rob. Waiting. James, be quiet. Not sure. Could be a big crab. Oh, what can we see? What can we see? Oh, wow, look at that. Could have been this as well. It's actually picked up quite a few of these little top shells, look. It's just in the process of eating them. But what an absolute bruiser that guy is, look. Look at the size of that thing. What an absolute beast of a starfish. This guy's pretty cool as well, look. Look. That came up attached to the starfish. Crazy little crabber. I'll take some photos of that and I'll find out what that is. This is a fish. I've only got £6 line on. I think it's likely to be a thornback ray. Now the beauty about rays is that just once you've got the hook set into them, they aren't going to go nowhere. They aren't fishing on top of a reef or a wreck where it's going to pull itself into a snag. All you have to do is just hold the pressure on them, and in a tide run like this, they'll just glide around in the tide and they'll eventually work their way up to the surface. I can actually see the fish moving up on the sounder. We're at about 50 feet now. Yeah, £2 test curve carp rod, just so that I've got a bit of give in the rod because there's no drag on the reel, and I'm just having to back wind. If you notice, when I set the hook, I couldn't set the hook with the rod. I had to pull the line. Oh, we're almost on a leader. I've got a 12-pound fluoro leader on. Here it is, here. Come on. And there it is. Thornback ray. Got on that little reel. Will that do for you, Rob? He'll be nearly, well, he might even be £5. Tell you what, that was a fight and a half. Is he flapping around? He's doing a dance. There he is. Just taking on a... Get out. And that's a 4.0 Coxswain Roll Specimen Extra. Yeah, he's just got a little bit of blood from his lip. And he's got a stonking male thornback. Now, the markings... Yeah, it is dripping on the boat. The markings are very... No, just calm down. The markings are very much just the area that they're in. This is in like muddy, sandy ground. I've had some of them that have been like real dark with just one or two big patches, but quite a few of them have almost got like a transparent nose. This too has got quite a few black spots on. Let's get him on the scales. 5.28, which is £5 4 ounce. What a beauty! Hello. We've just come out for like a really quick session. All I do is I've been keeping a rod in the back of the van, and whenever we go anywhere, if I get the opportunity to wet a line, I do. Well, we're due to pick somebody up from the airport in about an hour, so I had my little challenge reel and my little test curve rod in the back of the van, and all I did was I went into the freezer and just collected out a little bit of like frozen casters and maggots. When I finished a couple of course sessions, I just keep them in a tub and keep them in the freezer because they're alright for ground bait. And all I did was I rigged myself up just a little bobber, and I was fishing with just a 2-down hook rig, just to try and scratch around and catch a little perch or like a little roach or a rudd or something like that. We're an area, it's the overfall of a reservoir. Now all I did, I forgot to get some worms at the house, so all me and James did earlier on was we were just patting around, just patted about on the grass, got a few little worms, And you just calm down. This is what I've caught. First fish. I kept getting takes and I just couldn't hook them. And then when I finally managed to get one on the hook, was I pleased. Look at that. Stay there, please. You see the worm there just in the corner of its mouth? That's on a little size 8 barbless. But that is a cracking roach. A lovely size of fish to catch anywhere. But on my little challenge rod and challenge reel, I'm over the moon. Now I'm gonna get a weight to that, because I think it is over a pound. Cracking stuff, eh? We'll get some photographs, get a weight, and then we'll get it back. But yeah, that's all it was. You can just see, just a very simple 2-down hook rig, and this is a twisted boom, and I think that's a size 8 barbless. It's the same on the bottom, and all I've done was I just put a little live worm on. Now the worm was only like this big. I just got it on a bobber. You don't need much. You can see this is all I've got. Is I've just got like a zip bag. I've got my scales in it, a little pot like that with some drop shot weights and some small hooks, a couple of drop shot lures if I want to try drop shotting, and a little bit of line. That pack there is tiny, you need to take that anywhere. And just keep that in the back of the van. Oh, you can see there, £1.07, so about £1 1 ounce. Said I thought it was about a pound. That's cracking, that. There you go, bud. Specimen roach. Yeah, perfectly. Just before we're about to go, just before it gets dark, just throwing my drop shot around. I managed a cracking little perch on the drop shot, if you can see. That was all it was. I'll show you that in a second. But there's that little fella. He's perfect, isn't he? It is a little medium one, and that was all the drop shot was. It's just, I think this is a little chinook hook with the barb crushed, and this is I can't remember if it's called a tiger minnow, but it's from Perch candy. I'll put a link in here where you can get this from, but I think these are cracking, and I've just tied that on there with a Palomar knot. About, how far would you say that is? Say a foot from the bottom. That's just a little 8-gram lead, and all I was doing was just bouncing it along. Perfect. And it's got me this cracking feisty little perch. I just love them.